So Heads Up is a data platform that connects an individual patient and a practitioner provider, and it creates a common space where healthcare can be accurately tracked, measured, and optimized. So how do we do that? Let's take a walk through the system. So the first step is getting users in the system through the Manage Users function. You can import CSV files, and if you have an existing practice management or electronic health record system, we can actually integrate into your existing systems and create what's called a single sign-on connection. And the first thing we do for each client is we give them the concept of their own personal health dashboard. And the dashboard is going to contain the metrics that you need them to pay attention to as part of the journey. So the first thing we do is we allow the ability to capture data from clients remotely. And the way we do this is we connect to the latest cutting-edge sensors and wearables on the market. And what these are doing is they're passively collecting data in real time, sending it into the system so that we can use that for day-to-day, what I like to call micro calibrations. These are the lifestyle changes we can make. So you can see here, we integrate all of the top FDA-approved medical devices, and we will customize these dashboards based on your exact programs and protocols. So the next section we want to review is lab results, and Heads Up is able to take in diagnostic lab data from any source. You can see that we pull in traditional blood work here. We can also pull in data from DEXA scans, in-body scans, urine and microbiome, heavy metals, stool, and we can start to see and track these lab results over time. The next thing we want to look at is what we call progress reports. And progress reports, that's what's going to let us look at an individual's health over the last month, over the last quarter. You can see here, it looks like this day we hit 208. So that's a day I'm going to want to double click into. And I may want to ask the individual, was there a specific meal that you ate on this day? And if I can say to a person, instead of eating a cup of rice, why don't you try a quarter cup of rice? And we start to see how we can make these small changes now that are going to have long-term benefit on preserving the health of the system. You can see we're capturing a lot of different information, and when we work with a clinic or an organization, we'll build each portal to help you capture exactly what you need. So we custom build each instance of Heads Up exactly to your program and exactly to your protocol. So that's what each individual will experience. Now what we want to do is start to say, okay, I've got this data now coming in from dozens, hundreds, thousands of clients. How do I start to analyze this information at scale? First is we want the ability to identify outliers. So the first thing we want to do is have the ability to come in here and set notifications to only flag the things that we're interested in. So that's where we can start to take all this data in and really just look for very specific signals that you care about, that you want to engage in. This is going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to help you identify only the instances where you need to engage. So that's alerts and reminders. When we work with your organization, we'll build out all the intake forms and assessments that you need. They can be quickly assigned, and we'll show you how this data comes in. Each of the answers to these questions is also stored in the database. Templates allow us to create content that we want to create once and share many. This is the HIPAA-compliant messaging, as I mentioned, so we can do secure messaging to each client bidirectionally, all encrypted, all stored in the database, all very secure, accessible to clients on the go through the mobile app or through the web browser. So here is where we can start to build any kind of report on top of the data that you want of my entire cohort of people. Very simple queries we can do on top of the data to answer questions quickly. So we launched the Concierge service, and this is the simplest way for us to help you structure otherwise fragmented data. All you do is click on Concierge, browse onto your computer hard drive. Let's say this is blood work for an individual client. All we need to know is who does the PDF file belong to, and you can upload multiple. We will take it from PDF, structure the data, and put it back on the trend line with all of the other tests that represent the same value. That's how we start to holistically bring fragmented data together. We just need to know what is it that you're trying to measure, How do you want to define success for your program? And then we'll build an instance of Heads Up exactly to your business and get you the exact outcomes you need. That's Heads Up. That's how we make health measurable. Thank you.